But yeah, because I don't even care if Brock ever comes back. Honestly, he's not needed. I mean, seriously, what's the point of Brock Lesnar just to have his big star attraction to come in for WrestleMania and a couple other pay-per-views, I guess, to maybe like he did for Survivor Series help put it over. But I don't know. I don't see the point of Brock Lesnar. Period. I mean, you got him and Goldberg probably going to have a match at WrestleMania, and I mean, which I don't think anyone really wants to see that either.
Really? Brock versus, what'd you say, Goldberg? Did you say that?
Yeah, Brock and Goldberg. It seems like that's where they're going for WrestleMania.
Right. Yeah, probably the finale match, hopefully. Yeah, I'm kind of over Brock right now as well. He is the big attraction. They definitely put him over as that. But I think his run has kind of ran out. I wouldn't mind him being a new Undertaker type of guy, being like, or maybe a guy would be cool to see, like maybe guys challenge him at WrestleMania. Certain people challenge Brock.
No, Brock better if he actually wrestled on Raw once in a while.
Probably, yeah. I mean, maybe
this one.
I don't know. I just think Brock's time has ran out and it's kind of ran dry. Let's move on. Tag title match between the Club and Cesaro and Sheamus last night. They teased a Club winning the titles, where Sheamus hit the ref. The ref is down. The Club do their finisher on Cesaro. A different ref comes down, counts the 3 count, and then the ref switches the decision and disqualifies Sheamus. It looks like these guys may face each other again at the Royal Rumble. It's a 4-hour show, so I'm going to assume they are. I thought the Club looked the best they had in the tag team match since they debuted. Do you think? I know last week I asked you guys, do you think they're going to win the titles, and you guys said no. How they kind of teased it last night. Do you think there's a better chance of them winning it at the Royal Rumble? What about you, Dave?
I don't, because I just think this is just a way to tease. Oh, the Club should have won the titles, and then at the Rumble, you'll get Cesaro and Sheamus beating them straight up. Just another way to basically misuse the Club like they misuse the Dudleys.
Okay. What about you, Justin?
I think the same. They do face each other again at a Rumble. Sheamus and Cesaro will win. As far as the Club, I kind of think their payoff will come at Mania. I think they'll finally win the belts at WrestleMania. My opinion, anyway.
Okay, I hope so, at least. Jeez. Is there anything you guys, as I don't really have any questions for this segment, anything you guys want to touch on the Charlotte and Bayley segment? Justin, Dave, any of you guys?
I thought it was good. At least Charlotte. I thought Charlotte's part was great. I mean, she was killing it on the mic. I mean, wow. I mean, the classic heel work reminded me of some Ric Flair stuff, like completely, like, it's unbelievable. She's only been wrestling for like 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 now. I can't remember exactly when she started. But, man, how good she has gotten on the mic in just a little over a year. I mean, it's crazy.
Definitely grown in NXT.
I mean, it definitely helped her to have her dad with her doing On the Road those times, I bet. It really helped her. And, I mean, man, she has proven and become like this huge star. I mean, her promos are coming off better than the face, the good girl or face, what we want to call them, that she's facing. She's coming off more as the more passionate wrestler than the person she's facing is. She's coming off more passionate than Bayley is, which I thought she did a great segment with that whole thing. Bayley was just a common average fan like you guys, and I'm royalty. I was born into this business. It's just crazy. I love how they did that. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's a nice little feud going on. What about you, Justin? Anything you want to touch on?
Yeah, I mean, people were complaining that when she went out there, she was supposed to be talking strategy about the match, and she comes out there digging through Bayley's past. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, that's her strategy. She's trying to get it into Bayley's head to throw her off her game. He basically did talk strategy.
I don't care what they do. They should have Charlotte talking at least one segment for 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe not that long, but at least a 5-minute promo or something every week. Because her promos are on point, and it's like she sounds so perfect and natural on the mic right now. She's probably the
Correct.
best women talker out there, period. In wrestling, not just WWE, but period.
Yeah, she might be. You got a point there. There's two more things I want to touch on. What was that?
I was just saying, yeah, I was just agreeing, yeah, so go ahead.
There's two more things I want to touch on. Actually, three more things on Raw, and then we'll move on to SmackDown and a few other questions. Some other side storylines going on Raw. We got Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. I'm sorry. What did you think about her attacking? I liked how they had it where they showed Sasha working out.
That was
and
cool.
then Nia Jax attacking her. That was something different, something new, something SmackDown hasn't used, so it wasn't copied. What did you think about it, Justin?
I liked it. I really did. Like you said, it's something new, and that's especially good for Raw since they've been kind of doing the same thing the past couple of weeks. So that's something we've never seen from them before, and that made Nia Jax look a lot stronger. So we'll see where it goes from there, where it takes this feud.
Right. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I seen it was leaked early. I think all of us seen it was leaked on Facebook earlier before, like I don't know how long before Raw, but a few minutes before Raw, maybe an hour or so. But yeah, I mean, it was different. It kind of had an old school feel to it. Not so much in the ring, but you know how you would see like someone arriving, like any old school fans, like the old NWA days when you'd see like the Horsemen jumping Dusty Rhodes out in the parking lot or something like that. You know, something similar. You know, just before the match and showing them working. It was nice. I didn't mind it. I don't really know if this feud really has any fire to it, though. I mean, it's kind of bland feud.
It's just started, kind of. So,
yeah, I'm just saying it just doesn't really capture my attention. The feud doesn't. It doesn't scream out, "Ooh, this is a great feud." It doesn't catch me to want to like invest in the feud.
I got you. Well, hopefully, it eventually will later down the line. Before we get to what the title says in the Periscope, the ending to Raw, I wanted to touch on. Before we talked about Kurt Angle finally getting into the Hall of Fame. The ending to Raw, I really enjoyed it. I loved, air shots, Kevin Owens finally throwing Roman Reigns into a table. It's just sad that it finally happened 2 weeks before probably Kevin Owens is going to lose the title. They finally utilized Kevin Owens as the champion that they should have used him as when he first won the title. He didn't need help to win. He didn't need help to beat up Roman Reigns. It wasn't the same old ending to Raw where Kevin Owens is getting speared and whatever, Superman punched and all that. It was a different ending to Raw. I enjoyed it. I didn't think Raw was particularly great or that good, but the ending to Raw I thought was pretty good. I thought the ending to Raw was good. I liked how they utilized Kevin Owens. What about you, Dave? What did you think about the ending of Raw?
I thought the match was solid, and the match was good. I mean, without Zayn and Braun Strowman, it would have probably been another. Oh, great, we got this again. You know, just kind of. One thing I forgot, I want to mention this. It has nothing to do with the match, but Sami Zayn backstage with Rollins and Reigns, they're doing that whole little segment was freaking hilarious. And Reigns is the funniest thing he's ever said his entire career, where he's like, "This dude's crazier than Ambrose." I mean, that was great. I love that. The match was good. I love the ending. I was a little mad that we didn't get Jericho and Owens doing the Shield powerbomb on Reigns. I really wanted to see that. I thought that would have been awesome. But yeah, I thought they were doing that too. That's where I thought they were going. But yeah, I mean, I thought the match was good. Zayn took the loss, of course. It's probably the only reason he was even in the match to take the loss, which I kind of hate what they're doing to him, but whatever. People talk about push Wyatt, push Zayn, but still. Yeah, the match was good. The ending segment, the chair shots were great. I mean, the pedigree on the stage was like, I mean, it still makes no. This is off topic. It still makes no sense to me. Why Rollins is still using the pedigree? It makes no sense. I mean, it just
He has no other
baffles me.
He has no other.
I know, but it baffles me. The guy you hate, you still use. He gave you the pedigree, but now you're using his pedigree. It's like you don't hate him no more. They need to do
But I
something
think
with this.
kind of rubbing it in Triple H's face. Something's gonna happen at the Rumble. Something's gonna happen.
It has to happen.
What about you, Justin?
Well, I mean, as far as Seth Rollins using the pedigree, I think Rollins needs to use the Phoenix Splash more as a finishing move.
That was awesome.
It's just a badass off the top rope.
Even the God's Last Gift, that was his old finisher in Ring of Honor where he would suplex him to that pin. That was a good one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is probably one of the best endings that Raw's had in quite a while. I mean, I really liked it. Them going for the stage, each almost, hitting one of their finishers, hitting them with the chairs. And I honestly thought that when Strowman was standing tall on the ramp, you were going to hear Lesnar's music one more time. I was waiting for it. Yeah. Of course, it didn't happen. But yeah, I enjoyed the ending to Raw. This was one of the best endings they've had in a while.
Didn't you guys see when Owens popped up that, oh, great, here we go again. Owens and Jericho are going to just get destroyed now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
It just seems like I was shocked he hit him with the chair. I'm like, you didn't hit him enough times. Yeah. You could have pressed it or something.
So let's see. Okay, so Kurt Angle was finally announced that he will be the headline of the WWE Hall of Fame. Excuse me. That was announced early Monday, and then they finally announced it again on Monday Night Raw. My question is to you, Justin. Does Angle get one more match? And if so, who?
I don't know. I would love him to get one more match, honestly. Against an opponent, I have no idea. I mean, I couldn't even begin to think of who he could be facing right now. If anything, if you don't get a match, they need to put him with American Alpha on SmackDown.
Yeah. Okay. But if you can pick anybody on our SmackDown to face Kurt Angle right now, whether it's Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, God please, not Roman Reigns, but anybody.
I would have to think about that, honestly. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell.
There's a few people for me, and I think it's a great finally Angle. Are you done? I'm sorry, I don't know if you were done or not.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Finally, we've been hearing the speculation about this for a while now that he was going to be put in the Hall of Fame. And I'm glad he's finally in. I mean, and one more match. I mean, there's so many options out there. I mean, me and Tony were talking about this earlier. I said he mentioned AJ Styles and Rollins, Angle did, how he would love to face one of those guys. But I mean, there's so many guys out. I mean, if any of us watch TNA, which I don't know if Justin watched any TNA, but AJ and Angle had some classic matches in TNA. There's no question they could have put on a good match. I mean, Rollins, I mean, I'm not saying he hurts people, but it would just worry me to see Rollins versus Angle taking that buckle bomb in the corner. That would just worry me right there. But I mean, there's so many guys out there. I mean, just off the top of my head, you're right. It is hard just to think right off the top of your head who.
Yeah, it is.
Right now, who I think I do think it would be good to put him with American Alpha, though. I wouldn't mind that.
So all right. So basically, you would like to see him in a manager role.
Yeah,
for a little bit. My match, if he did have one, I think, and it kind of would make sense, is Rusev.
Oh yeah, face on Twitter. I seen that.
Rusev at WrestleMania. Erica. That kind of stuff.
Make it an open challenge.
Wouldn't hurt Rusev too much if he took the loss. At least he's taking it to Angle of all people. But I think that's one match I would love to see.
Who would say he would lose? I mean, you never know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Angle could lose. Let's move over to SmackDown so we don't run over too long. We had Styles, Cena, and Miz open up Raw. SmackDown, which was a nice little segment, which led to Styles, Cena, and Miz. Styles versus The Miz. in a match. But the huge announcement was Shane McMahon announced that the Elimination Chamber is coming back next month.
In 4 weeks.
Yeah, in 4 weeks. They haven't. Well, they just said the world champion at the time will be in the Elimination Chamber. So let's all hope it'll be AJ Styles. But let's go with you first, Justin. If you could decide 5 guys from SmackDown to be in the Elimination Chamber, who would you pick off the top of your head?
I'm glad he's going first.
Yeah, no, of course, Styles, Cena, Miz. I'd say Randy Orton in there somehow, and just for the hell of it, throw Undertaker.
You need one.
Okay, 2, 3. You need one more.
I did 5.
No, you said Styles, Cena,
Orton.
Styles, Cena, Orton, Undertaker,
and Miz.
Actually, you need 2 more. Miz, because Styles or Cena would be champion, so you need 1 more. Baron Corbin, maybe.
Yeah, that'll work.
What about you, Dave?
I'd go Styles, Cena, Ziggler, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton. I know I'm probably wrong. They'll probably go younger with like Corbin and would probably be thrown in there too. But that would be mine. I'd just throw the biggest names you got because
No, go ahead, Dave. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say because do you really want to have Ambrose in there? I mean, because then you're gonna be limited because it's gonna be a 2-hour show, 2-hour plus. And that's basically half your roster right there of your big stars. So
I even think Ambrose would probably be putting the belt on the line.
yeah, dude.
You go, of course, Styles. You got to go Cena because he's gonna get his rematch. You got to go Corbin. You got to go Miz because it seems like the Miz is starting to get involved. They usually throw a wild card in there, and I'm trying to think who would be the wild card that they would throw into the Elimination Chamber.
That's why
I can see Dolph going in. She didn't set Dolph already. But I can see Dolph going in.
I think Ziggler's an easy, obvious decision as well. You need another face in there. So could they throw in Cruz?
I don't think Apollo is big enough for that. And I don't Kalisto maybe. But I mean, I just don't think Apollo's there yet.
So for now, I'm just gonna put in Kalisto because I don't really see them throwing on anybody else in there unless they maybe put in Ellsworth, which I think would be silly.
Did they make the women's title in the chamber?
I'm sorry?
Did they do the women's title in the chamber?
I don't think so. That'd be kind of.
I don't think they would do that.
I wouldn't mind that at all. Honestly.
They got rid of the Elimination Chamber because of injuries itself. So I don't think they'll have the women in there. I think that's just a little too dangerous. It's a little too risky for them.
Maybe tag teams again then? Do 2 chambers matches like the tag team chamber or something for the titles?
I think it'd probably just 1 chamber match. Probably just 1 chamber match. I think there was just 2 because it was. I mean, you were able to do that because you had 2 titles, so it's a lot easier. We had Styles versus Miz, at commentary. I didn't really mind the match. Anything you guys want to touch on it?
The match, that was okay.
Yeah, it was good. They just, of course, they had to show Super Cena at the end, giving the AA to both of them, which is kind of up. But other than that,
I'd take that though because usually if it's the other way around, because look, Reigns got over on Owens on Monday, and then Cena got over on Styles tonight. So it makes me look, even though it doesn't mean much anymore, but it used to mean right when you're going into the show, if the good guy got over, that usually means they're probably going to lose at the pay-per-view. That was how it was back in the day. You'd always see Triple H get beat up before the show pay-per-view, and then he keeps the title. That's just the omen stuff I like to see. Like, okay, good.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We had Ambrose versus Orton in a little different type of a match. We had Harper kind of cost Orton the match. Ambrose gets the win, and then later on in the night, Bray Wyatt announced that it's going to be Harper versus Randy Orton in a match, and that's going to make their family or their team stronger. The let's go, Justin. Do you want Randy Orton to leave the Wyatt family?
No, I don't, because if he leaves, I just fear he'll be thrown to the back. At least right now, he's in a good storyline. If he goes by himself again, I just think he's gonna not be forgotten about, but he's gonna be thrown to the back of the line, or he's not gonna have anything to be on TV.
Right, he'll just be irrelevant. I got you. What about you, Dave? Do you want Randy Orton to leave the Wyatt family?
I think it's coming, or if they don't do it like that, it's probably gonna, which they'll probably do it the other way. But I was thinking earlier, like, what if they had Harper was the one who left the Wyatt family and not Orton? I thought that would be kind of a unique twist, but that probably wouldn't happen anyway. I assume they're waiting for Rowan to come back, and then they're all just gonna jump Orton,
Right.
something
Makes
like that.
sense.
But I don't mind it. And with the whole thing about Orton, I think you got the IC title. Look at Ambrose right now. You could have them feud for the title, or even if the Miz does win it back, you could have Orton go for that title too. You got options. I don't think he'd be forgotten, because I think the way this SmackDown team is.
I think he more means like he's not going to be relevant. He's going to be in he's not going to be. He's in a relevant storyline right now.
Yeah,
he won't be on TV all the time, and stuff like that. Which could happen.
I don't know. I could, but I don't. I just trust the SmackDown team. I don't think they've really made everyone who's been a part of. Look at Ambrose when he lost the title and went away. Everyone's probably thinking, "Oh, he's going to go back to basically doing nothing," and then all of a sudden, boom, they put him in this hot feud with the Miz. So and look at tonight we'll probably get to it, the whole Ziggler thing too. That's awesome too. They're doing stuff with him. But I'll let you finish.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Speaking of Ziggler, what do you guys think of Ziggler's new gimmick? He was on Lawler's Court. Is that what it's called? Lawler's Court.
King's Court.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry.
King's Court.
Yeah, and he's trying to talk to Ziggler, seeing what's up with him. Ziggler's pretty much not responding. Finally does, and it shows him when he caused a heart attack he had on Raw. 3 or 4 years ago. So I don't know if this is going to be the line where Lawler faces Ziggler. What do you think of Ziggler from that, Dustin?
I still think I don't like him anyway, so I think it's dumb.
What about you, Dave?
I like Dolph Ziggler, so I just can care less of what his character is. I think it's stupid.
I like it. I like when you say that. I like that. I like that. I don't like the guy. I don't care what he does. I love that. That's just fun.
Honestly, I don't care what he does.
Hey, I don't care. I like it. Just like yeah, I get that. I can understand. He's been the same character for the past 10 or 15 years, however long he's been there. He's been the same character. I do like him. I do like him when he first started out. He was a heel, and I'm not saying he went a little personal with Jerry Lawler, which I didn't mind that. It made they're trying to tie in the heart attack to Ziggler, which I didn't even remember he was in the match with him, so I forgot all about that. But Ziggler, I do like what they're doing with Ziggler, though, just simply because they're not making him irrelevant, really. They're actually doing something different with him. It's another case of SmackDown doing stuff better than Raw with the side storyline. You got Ziggler, right. What's his deal? I don't mind it. I don't think it's going to be a full-on match with the King. It could be. But I think maybe this means that SmackDown's going to start using the King a little bit now. So that would be great. I love the King. I would love to see him on SmackDown a little bit.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Maybe you put him with Apollo or something. He kind of manages Apollo against Ziggler or something like that.
All right. So let's get to the last part of SmackDown before we get to the rumor section of the show, and then we'll get to the a couple more questions, and then we'll move on. All right, women's steel cage match was with Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. First ever women SmackDown steel cage match. First SmackDown cage match in 4 years. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Did it I put a poll on the Twitter page. What did you think of the women's steel cage match? 23% hated it, 33% liked it, and 44% loved it. To me, I didn't mind it. I just didn't. I thought the ending kind of fell flat. What did you think of it, Dave?
I think it. I don't think it was given enough time. I really don't. I mean, because they went in there, and I swear they went at least 5 or 8 minutes, maybe longer, both trying to just get those little quick escape outs, run out, run out, run out. It took away from it actually being a really solid match, and it did. They got a couple high spots. The match was okay, and it was obvious who that was. I mean,
Right.
so
Mickie James.
it wasn't great. I didn't love it. I mean, it was okay. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and Mickie James is back. As it says in the title, she's back on SmackDown Live. Not sure what she's going to be doing. We'll find out in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, she is back. What about you, Justin?
Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, it was good. I don't think she's gonna stay heel for that long. I think she's gonna turn on Alexa sometime down the road. I don't think she'll cost her title, but I just don't see them keeping her heel for that long, especially if the crowd starts chanting or cheering for her.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think it could be more kind of like a mentor role where Mickie James is like her mentor throughout, kind of type thing, you know?
I know she signed for like 3 years, so she's gonna start wrestling sometime. But for right now, yeah, probably.
I mean, she wouldn't wrestle. I just meant they're gonna be kind of like, you know, kind of something like a team, you know, just something. Which I like it actually. I think it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where they go from here. Yeah, Mickie James is back. Alexa Bliss retains her title. All in all, I think SmackDown was another solid show tonight.
No American Alpha, kind of weird.
No American Alpha, yeah, which was kind of funny. But yeah, let's touch on a couple of more things before we end tonight's show and we do our NFL Pick'em show.
So what's better, Raw or SmackDown?
I think SmackDown was better.
Yes, SmackDown.
Yeah, that flowed better. Yeah. Quality
rumors, right? Exactly. Quality over quantity. Rumors that I have read online that there could be a possible Styles versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. They kind of teased it a little bit tonight, but they also did the same thing with Ambrose and Shane. You know, kind of putting in, you know, Styles. You know, he's figuring he's still going to be the champ going into Elimination Chamber, and he's upset that he has to face him. So I mean, it's a tease. I don't think it's going to happen. But I don't want to see that. I want to see Styles face someone else. I already have someone in mind that I want to see Styles face. But Justin, would you want to see AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon?
Nope, I do not. Especially at WrestleMania, that would just be a wasted match, in my opinion. Or a wasted match on Styles, I should say.
What about you, Dave?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't know you. I thought you were finished?
No, I was done. I was talking to myself.
What do you think? Who would you rather see Shane McMahon face if he did wrestle at WrestleMania?
Man. I would say Triple H, just if they would do SmackDown versus Raw, but I'm sure Triple H will be facing Rollins or Mania, so. And I don't want to see him fight Taker again. That would be a waste.
Oh, no, definitely not. What about you, Dave?
The whole Shane thing, no, I don't want to see it. But I think they should either do something with the GMs or with Stephanie and Shane, where they pick one representative from their show, you know, to take on Raw. You know, something like I'd like to see something like that happen, where they're in the corner of their guy versus their guy. Maybe it can be for like, I don't know if the draft picks would be up this early, but or maybe it could be winner gets to pick somebody from your show. You know, do something with the brands like they used to, Raw versus SmackDown.
They could do
Right.
2000, how 4 people each had their own wrestler. That would be.
Oh yeah, they did do even the team Johnny versus Team Teddy thing. They did that too with WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of options that they can go. So it's interesting to see where they go if they do with the brand during WrestleMania. Let's see. I think that was Dave. Since you saw most of the UK tournament, a quick 2-minute summary of the UK tournament for us and
Well,
for the
I'm not
fans.
is because if you watch Raw Monday, they already spoiled the whole damn tournament for you anyway. So what's not even know if anybody's really going to watch it now, but they shouldn't have really spoiled it like that. But I thought it was good. I mean, if you're just a casual, not really casual, because you have the network, you're not a casual fan, but I mean, I guess it just depends the type of fan you are. I guess if you really like wrestling, and even if you watch independent wrestling, if you have like Flow Slam and stuff like that, you can watch all the independent wrestling. You're probably gonna love the 2-day tournament. I loved it because it reminded me of the King of the Ring, and it had that same kind of style where it was a 2-day tournament, and it told a really good story. I mean, honestly, I didn't see that kid winning it. I was shocked that he won it. Which Tyler Bates, I mean, I thought they were gonna go a different route. Maybe that one guy they kept promoting like crazy. I can't remember his name at the moment, but I cannot remember the guy's name, but he was some guy they were promoting heavily.
Pete Dunne.
No.
Done,
He was
yeah.
no, not him. There was another guy. I think Wolfgang beat him in the second round or whatever it was. Or I can't remember the guy's name, but he was this big star. He kept doing the whole mustache thing all the time.
Mm.
But yeah, I thought Pete Dunne looked great out there. I mean, I thought Pete Dunne was probably one of my favorites after the first day. I mean, I was like, wow, this guy's really good. I like his style, and it was just he did just the bruiserweight. I mean, people should definitely check it out and check the story. It had a great story. I mean, it was good. I mean, some Mandrews from TNA, people know him as. Him and Pete Dunne had a great match on Sunday. I mean, wow. I think they had the best match of the whole tournament.
Yeah, so if you have the network, definitely check it out. I saw bits and pieces of it. I'm probably gonna sit down check some more of it out this weekend. But I
there's
saw
also
the match
that,
and all that. So,
I was going to say, there's also that other rumor going around right now about the ICW.
right, the England promotion over there that they're gonna try to get the England title or UK title defended on their promotion, which I think will be pretty neat, and it'll be on the network. That's
Yeah,
what fans.
yeah.
You know,
And
they did a survey, I know, and fans wanted that. That's something fans wanted. So it's cool that WWE is providing it, hopefully, for them. The one thing that WWE messed up on is the placement of the tournament. They had it on a bad timing playoff weekend. And the placement of the tournament, the time of it was bad because it was during games. Some of them.
yeah, but I think it was more targeted for the UK fans. They were just letting US fans see it. So everyone in the UK
Right.
was watching it over there, football over there. It was definitely more of that. And they just gave us over here just the option to watch it if we wanted to.
Yep.
Right. If you're not watching, if your football team is maybe out or you're not a fan of football. So we're gonna be doing our pick'em show next after this show ends. Next week we'll be pretty busy. We're gonna have our go home show. Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry, not Brock Lesnar. Goldberg will be on Raw next week. What else? Yeah, I think next weekend is Royal Rumble. If I'm correct, right? I'm right on that, right?
Yeah.
So,
You're right.
like I said, Justin and I will not be live. It will be Dave and Texas Kid for life. That's totally up to Dave. Dave may want to do it solo. It's up to him if he wants to have Texas Kid for life. Join him on that. They'll be doing the Royal Rumble review and NXT review. Tuesday night, we'll go over Raw, SmackDown, a couple of questions like we did tonight, and then we'll give our predictions on the Royal Rumble, who we think is going to win the Royal Rumble, the title matches, all that in between. I think we'll find out who is on the card finally when we do our show Tuesday night. So that'll be finally nice.
Also, if you guys are some Evolve fans, I mean, heck, there's going to be some good matches on Evolve that afternoon. So, yeah, you're going to have Hero versus Zack Sabre Jr. That should be a good match right there.
Yeah, so if you have access to see that, definitely check that out. We want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank the total 48 viewers tonight. Thank you for that. And if you're interested in hearing our picks, we'll be back in about 2 minutes with our NFL picks. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And we'll see you guys next week. Alrighty. Let's do this. Oh, let me end the YouTube.